Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Avernum 6. Last episode, we found a bunch of Anama that were living out here northeast of Silvar, and we also found a bit of pain and death located up here, but that's neither here nor there. We also happened to help out the Anama. They had heard about the western excavations, and, well, after a bit of running back and forth, the Anama are going to go and help out. Awesome. Hopefully the western excavations actually eventually pay off. And with the Anama helping out, that should help more. Although, considering there are mages there throwing fireball spells, that may cause problems. Hopefully it doesn't. Right now, I'm going to continue my slow march northwards as I explore the regions around here. We were told we can't go into Fort Duvno, but at the very least, we have a quest or two up here we can try and complete. I think there are some, we were told about some things that are up here that we need to look about, and what the hell is up here? Big fort of some sort. Passage down, we'll take a look there in a bit. Interesting. Just Gissard's estate. Interesting. Let's see what this place is. You meet Heloise, Goodman Giscard's wife. She invites you to sit down and have some tea and a very small piece of bread. After some chat, she says, "If you're here for business, you should talk to my husband." I suppose. There's an old merchant sitting at this table, writing letters and counting coins. His clothes are a few years out of fashion, but they are still beautifully tailored. He, however, looks like he's been missing a lot of meals. He rises to greet you, speaking in a calm and cultured voice. His despair only slips into it a little. "Welcome, stout warrior of Avernum. I am Giscard, once a proud landowner near Formello. Now I have come to here, this perilous place, and I assure you I am not idle. I do what I can to help, to employ my own warriors." You lived in Formello. Ah, beautiful home, plenty of farmland. Then the horde came. I took every possession I had of value, came here, and bought this estate. Tell me about your own farm. Good land, very productive, a lovely mansion, a lifetime of complacency, of never having any problem worse than the occasional gremlin in my storehouses. I remember that. And then overnight the blight appeared, made the place worthless. I would have tried to adapt to remain, but then the horde made that course suicide. Ah, the blight. That was what it took to give us humility at last. What do you mean? I have watched for years as more and more people came here. To Avernum, I mean. We needed more food to support them. But when you are a farmer, new plagues come to destroy our crops from time to time. It is part of life. I knew this was coming for so many years. I tried to ignore it, that little voice in the back of my head. When it finally came, it was far worse than even I feared. Goodman Giscard sets aside his work to speak with you. You peek at the letters he was writing. They seem to be postings for job boards with letters to mercenaries. I'm no soldier, but I do what I can. Do you ever do any trading? You mean cash for goods, or the reverse? I sometimes buy supplies and weaponry to aid those in my employ, but I don't require anything else at the moment. Do you care to employ me? He is truly torn. Fort Duvno requested that I not hire soldiers, only mercenaries. I want to respect that, but all I'll say is this. If you are ever scouting in the northern lands and find my mansion, there are 2 paintings I want. He describes them. They are small, and I would pay dearly for them. Where is your mansion? A short distance southwest of Formello, deep in the lands of the Horde. Tell me about the paintings. When we fled, we wanted to travel light. I only took things I could sell to raise money to fight the Horde. But those paintings, so small, of my family, my only memory of some of them. I wish I had brought them. I desperately need to see their faces. Tell me more about your family. I have several children. When the Horde came, some fought. He's excused for a moment. He turns away. We'll keep our eyes open, don't you worry. Let's see. Gold ring, and some coins. Hee hee. Interesting, he doesn't have an upstairs, just a downstairs. Lantern. Iron spear and bronze halberd we can take. That door's locked. Very difficult. Coins, coins, and a ruby. And silver coins and emeralds. It's a level 20 tool use. You have 17. That brings it to 18. 20. Muhaha. Fine lance. Blessed bracers. I think we can sell. Emerald. Regeneration scroll. Healing elixir, speed elixir. Okay. Hehehe. Yeah, what the hell. We'll hold on to that limb. Plenty of loot that we can sell soon. Heh. Oop, there's also a... Yeah, we don't need to take that. Alright. And let's see what's down this trapdoor. Absolutely nothing. Oh, wait. Ah! 5 beautiful crystals. Alright, before I explore anymore, we're kind of getting full up on stuff. I need to sell it. Should be quick. Just a quick run into town. And... give us the money! All of the money. Beautiful. Getting so much coin. Yes, I am an adventurer. How could you tell? Alright. Up here. That might be where the creatures we're keeping an eye out for are. Warped wolves. Managed to calm them. And we're getting a lot of fruit here. Oop. Piercing crystal. That can be sold. Down here, there are soldiers. Nothing else, nothing special. Alright. Let's take a look at here. That's a dead end. Probably some herbs. Some herbs and mushrooms. Ah, that must be the stairway down we're keeping an eye out for. Fine steel. Nice. Alright. Down we go. Get some light in here. There's an odd statue here. It looks like a stone giantess, remarkably lifelike, frozen in a position of terror and surprise. Most would simply think that this is an odd place to put such a piece of artwork and leave it at that. Being an experienced warrior, you realize the truth. This is one of the most reliable signs of the presence of a basilisk. And there they are. Let's see if we can kill them. I think they're resistant to cold. Oh great, the healer. This is gonna be even harder than I expected. Reek is unaffected. Reek is unaffected again. Mortas is unaffected. Michael was already frozen. That worked. Our healer and Michael seem weak to that. But Mortas seems a bit more resistant. Alongside Rika, I think. Oh, jeez, my nose. Sorry about this again. There we go. Lovely crystal. Flawless crystal. There's another. 2, in fact. Wonder how many there are down here. Ah, ore test froze. Wait for the freeze to wear off. There we go. Kill it. I do see more out there. Wait for the there we go. There's some more. 3 of them. That one's an older one. That one's gonna be dangerous. No idea if it's gonna work, so. Interesting. None of us were wounded. Perfect. Now for the ancient basilisk. Excellent. None of us were affected. We probably have enough skins by now, but we need to kill it. And frozen. Uh-oh. We need to survive. Almost. There we go. Fine leather and a symbiotic cloak. That is definitely being sold. I don't like losing strength and dexterity just to get intelligence. I don't like losing anything just to get anything. You know me. Well, you should know me by now anyway. Let's see. That's a dead end. That is coins and a curing elixir. That is a dead end. Okay. That is not bad at all. And now we can actually turn in this quest. So let's go do just that. We may as well. Hee hee. I think we may get a spell out of it, or something. Right around in here. I have 3 basilisk skins for you, Nabil. Nabil takes his skins and inspects them. It never fails to amaze me how good I am at procuring these items. And don't worry, I'll pay you. The army puts great resources in my trust. You are paid with cash and a pair of scrolls. And you know, that is not all I need. There's another item you could locate for me, for the good of Avernum. What else do you need? There's a small foundry out there, very small, secluded for high quality, high danger work. Magical stuff, you know. She winks at you. It's unsettling. It's northwest of Kotra in the low tunnels, well hidden. The switch to open it is near a lake between 2 pillars. They were making some infused steel for me. I haven't heard from them in a few weeks. Find them and fetch the steel. Might also be nice to know if the Sliths are there still alive. What is infused steel? I don't know. The wizards ordered it, and I passed the order on to Sliths there. Sliths are very good at that sort of metal work. Alright, thank you. I think we have some things to sell. Yes. Oh, damn it. No, I have more to sell. Don't need to sell their scrolls. I mean, that's useful to have. Okay. Now, we may as well take a look around the fort. I mean, we're not going to be able to go in. Or so I was told. We're on the outside first. You are close to the main gate of Fort Duvno. This keep, until recently a crumbling and unimportant outpost in the middle of peaceful and secure lands, has become the most important fortress in Avernum. You can hear much activity going on inside. Caravans unloading goods, blacksmiths hard at work, soldiers training. On the other side of the fort, you can see smoke rising from the cook fires and the many soldiers camped there. The main gate is closed. A private watches you through the window as you approach. Well, we'll speak with you in a bit. First, around the outside. As I said, you get a good look at the field west of Fort Duvno. It is dotted with encampments, each full of well-armed, fully alert soldiers. This is the largest concentration of warriors in all of Avernum, all here to keep the Slith Horde bottled up and unable to enter the eastern gallery. You can also see several whipping posts. Desertion and theft of food are real problems, and harsh punishments are used to keep discipline. Most of the soldiers are sitting around fires, talking and eating. You can see one captain moving from camp to camp, inspecting the soldiers, watching for signs of poorly maintained equipment and insufficient alertness, and shouting. We'll keep our eyes open for that guy. There's the graves. Suppose that's to be expected. Yes, give us the lamps, please. Thank you. You're around the outside first, as I said. And there's the other part of the fort. Can't go in, sadly. Alright. Dodge. At least we found the pylon. I didn't even mean to click her yet, but okay. This woman is past middle age. She should be settled down on a farm somewhere, not walking around these encampments, bow slung over her shoulder, shouting orders. When she sees you, she immediately walks up to greet you. I never let an unfamiliar face pass. I am Captain Patience. No jokes about the name. I don't like ordering floggings, but I do it all the same. Welcome to the main force. Ready to fight. Ready to die if that's what it takes to keep the Eastern Gallery out of enemy hands. If you need to know more about the Horde, I'm the one to ask. Tell me more about Fort Duvno. That is where all the planning is taking place. All the tactics. And it's where the wizards are. Where they prepare and learn spells and do whatever they do. Out here is where the real fighting happens. From what I hear, though, the way things are in there, I'm glad I'm out here. Why? Some old wizard just came from Patrick's Tower and he's causing all sorts of trouble. He wants to change how things are done and they won't listen and, well, you know how big egos can get. Don't involve me, I'm glad to say. I bet. You walk with Captain Patience as she patrols the camps. She is constantly looking for stolen food, poorly tended weapons, or simple slacking. The slightest lapse in discipline can snowball. We always have to stay alert. Staying alert, you should note, involves a lot of shouting. I'd like to know more about the Slith Horde. Well, they're the same savage tribes that have haunted Avernum since the early days. Normally crude and violent and disorganized, but they're different now. They have leadership, and that makes all the difference. There are Krezis the Shadow, he's their spy master, and Gavasa Os the Impaler, he's the general. Their tactics come from him. And then there is Escalin. She's called the Man-Burner, and if you've seen what she's like in a battle, you would know why. She's a terror and completely merciless. Tell me about Krezis the Shadow. I'm supposed to know about their leaders, but I know least about him. It's all rumors and guesswork. He might not even exist. Some think he has spied as far south as the Great Cave, recruiting monsters to undermine Avernum, and his assassins can reach about anyone they want. That's what they say, anyway. And so do we. We've seen him. Tell me about Gavasa Os the Impaler. Well, we know he exists. Plenty have seen him. He's old, but he's huge. Nobody leads our savages without being plenty strong. He directs the battles from the rear. And he's good. That's the pain of it. He saw all of Avernum's weaknesses. He struck fast, he ripped most of northern Avernum away from us before we knew it. Tell me about Escalin, the Man-Burner. When the Sliths attack, she's always at the head of the charge, sending sheets of fire in all directions. Anyone who tries to kill her is burnt to a cinder before they get close. And she's a wizard, so she has all sorts of tricks. Lately, we've been seeing Sliths leading demons around. Demons? Really? Go much to the north and you'll see it. Horde warriors leading demons around on chains. The Man-Burner has no limit to her tricks. As long as she lives, there's no soldier in our army who can get a good night's sleep. We'll have to do something about her eventually. About all three of them eventually. I mean, we saw what the Shadow was doing down to the south. He was already causing lots of problems. The man murderer is causing all these problems on the front, so we'll have to deal with her eventually. And Gavasa Os, we'll deal with him sooner or later, probably the last one. Can I enter Fort Duvno? I don't know. With the problems we've had with theft and deserters, you'll only be let into the fort if you have direct orders sending you there. Go around to the east gate. They'll tell you whether you can get it or not. Is it hard to maintain discipline? She nods. Everyone is scared and hungry, and the horde is just to the north. We've had plenty of problems with theft and desertion, though the commander has given us plenty of guidance for how to deal with problems. What gets stolen? Food, mainly, or weapons to sell to get money to buy food, or to sell to buy scrib aid, but mainly food. The army is better fed than anyone, but with the great portal gone, rations are getting short for everyone. Do you have many deserters? We used to have a lot of them, especially when the Slith Horde was advancing quickly. Some ran west, some ran south. Some even joined gangs of bandits, I'm sorry to say. With the new rules, I'm happy to say it's far less of a problem. What did the commander say? Commander Andros sent word out of the fort. He's a tough one. Thieves are flogged on the first offense, executed on the second. Deserters just end up dead. No being put to work, not anymore. It's harsh, but it was necessary. That's all for now, thanks. Lovely. They are really keeping things under control here. So, at least there's that. Corrupting baton and a group heal scroll. And more bags of meal. There's so many. I suppose we can go speak in the eastern gate, but I have a feeling they won't let us in at all. A young Nephil is looking out at you through the window. She seems satisfied that you aren't part of the Slith Horde. Welcome to Fort Duvno. I am Private Carrier, the gatekeeper. Only those with orders are allowed to come in. Have you been sent here? Can you tell me about Fort Duvno? I don't know what I can't say and what I can. If you go west of the fort and talk to Captain Patience, she can tell you things. Can I enter the fort? You say your name. The private looks through her scroll, is looking for something that indicates that you should be let in. Finally, she shakes her head. I am sorry. Orders from the commander. Until I have transfer papers, I can't let you in. Please move on. Understood. And I think I'm going to end this episode here. Next episode, we'll take a look to the west. I think we have a quest for just to the west here, and we'll take care of it at the next episode. So, until then, I am Chester44, that is Ortas, Michael, Amara, and Rika. This has been an Avernum 6 Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.